How we doing, nation? Just finished watching up the Steelers-Browns game. What a crazy inning that was. I have never seen anybody get hit in the head with his own helmet. Definitely some suspensions coming out of that one. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of how all that shakes out. Myles Garrett hitting Mason Rudolph with his helmet. But I wanted to start off. We got some mail in today that I think you all are going to be interested in. But I also wanted to mention the break again. We're going to run a special sale through the weekend on spots on these breaks. There it is right there. You can get 4 spots. That'll give you 4 teams in the Topps Chrome Update break for $10. Plus $4 flat rate shipping if you buy more. So 4 teams for $10. You can end up with some huge pulls out of this thing. I got an Oscar Mercado out of a box, blue parallel. The thing sold on eBay for $15. So money made back right there if you were to pull that. So instead of $5 a spot through the end of this weekend, Sunday night, you can get 4 spots for $10. That's half price, $2.50 per team, which is pretty much unheard of, that price. To get 2 boxes for $2.50 per team. We'll randomize those off, and we'll rock and roll and do the break. But I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's go ahead and jump into the mail here. I'm still waiting to get cards back from one guy who helped me out during the season. He just hasn't really seemed to want to send them back, and now isn't answering Facebook messages. So we'll see what happens. These are from a friend of mine, Jim, who is a Washington Nationals season ticket holder, and he gets cards done up there. He's at every game. Went to a lot of the playoff games. These were really awesome to get back Daniel Hudson, who got the last out of the World Series. So that's awesome as a Nationals fan. Hudson used to be really good through the mail. I don't know if he still is. He used to always personalize, though. Eric Fetty. I think that might be my first Fetty card. Ronus Elias, who they got at the trade deadline. There's another Eric Fetty. Jeremy Hellickson. He's a good player. He was out pretty much with injury most of the season. He was really good last year. I had sent Kyle Bearclaw. He'd been released by that point. And Jan Gomes. I didn't get done. But if anybody's interested in this base of Bearclaw or Gomes, if you collect those guys, I'd be more than happy to ship those your way or work out something like that. I'm still trying to work on a website or doing something like that where I can post all my base cards, because for you guys who've watched most of my videos before, you've seen my autograph binders, and I'll show them to you real quick. These are all the binders with each team, and all those are base. So clearly I have a lot of cards, and I'd love to get all of them are cataloged, put a place where I can list all those in case anybody's set building or needs specific cards, to try and run like an online baseball card shop of sorts. Also, Topps Now again. These are the last Topps Now cards I've purchased. Eventually I will get the World Series team set, but these are some just from the last game, which I'll show you some of these in case you haven't seen them on the Topps Now website. You get it to focus, which that was really cool. I wanted that to 2 former first round picks. Good drafting by the Nationals. Although Rizzo drafted Strasburg, Jim Bowden took Zimmerman. There's a little bit of the back of it. These next 2 I thought were awesome as well. The Nationals, the craziness of that World Series, first team ever to win 4 road games in a World Series. Just unheard of. and a little bit more, especially after you hear how the Astros seem to have maybe an unfair advantage playing at home. How they went 0-4 against the Nationals, I think, just makes it even more impressive that they were able to pull off that sweep. Because, I heard rumors, one about the center field camera. There's been Nationals rumors about people whistling in the dugouts. I think the Yankees have claimed that. Somebody said there was a chance somebody was calling in signals over a radio from up by the railroad track in left field. So I think that story has a lot to be picked apart before all that's settled. I found it interesting too, and we'll go over some free agent signings and stuff as the off season goes on. But I was surprised Will Smith signed so early. I think he was a big addition for the Braves. The next video I do, we might break that down a little bit more, especially if I can get my Adobe Premiere back and can put in some graphics and things. But I think that was an interesting get for them. I think that'll be a huge help to the bullpen. I think they overpaid a little bit, but a lot of people have been overpaying for bullpen the last couple of years. And I'm a big fan of the MVP races, Cody Bellinger and Mike Trout winning those awards. I probably would have picked Cole over Verlander, but you really can't go wrong with either. That's just personal opinion. And then, even though I'm a Nationals fan, I do think Jacob deGrom had the more consistent season. So, that's my thoughts there as far as those award winners. Don't forget, if you're interested, through Sunday, 4 spots, 4 teams for $10. That's almost an entire division for $10. And don't forget, some winners will be getting those relic cards as well from the previous video. That will randomize those off at the end of the break. So you got a chance for autographs, superfractors, some nice color parallels, and 2 people will be going home with relic cards as well. So definitely a break you don't want to miss. That deal runs through Sunday. Shoot me an email. It's at the bottom, codyscardcloset@gmail.com. That's 4 spots for $10. So if you want 8 spots, $20. You get twice as many spots for your buck during this sale. Just shoot me an email. Let me know how many you want. I'll try and keep an update with how many spots we have left, and then you can just PayPal me the money. But make sure you get in on that. You definitely don't want to miss this. 2 boxes. If your team has no cards drawn, you will receive 5 modern cards for that team to make up the difference. Nobody goes home empty-handed. All the cards do ship, and I will top load any colored cards, any colored parallels. I'll penny sleeve any refractors, and if there's an auto, that'll get top loaded as well. The relics are already in top loaders, and they'll come in those to who gets those. So make sure you get in on that. You don't want to miss it. Hope you all have an amazing weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow.